Hi, everyone. Ignore the mess in the background. I'm currently in the process of moving, and with that comes the added feature of we will be it's going to be a little hectic with the streaming situation as I get situated, but I will be doing my best to produce content for you guys that you can watch, that you can consume, so that I can still keep my promise of streaming every day as soon as Wuthering Waves releases. Thank you guys so much for the love on the last video. This video today is going to be a little shorter. We're just going to go over some of the most useful websites and guides for you guys as we enter Wuthering Waves. So when you open up this page, you can see right here, it's Encore.Moe. It's going to bring you to this page where you select your language, whether you speak English, Korean, or Chinese, among all these other languages. You're just going to select the language that you speak. For me, it's English. And it's going to bring you to another page. You can see all of the other languages available for the data, game announcements, farming calendar, and upcoming birthdays. On this left side, actually, you can see that it pops out. This is going to be the home page. They have a character page where you can go to and see all of the different characters that are in the game and some that are unreleased or unannounced. There you go. There's going to be weapons. It's going to show you broad blades, swords, pistols, gauntlets, rectifiers, all of the ones that have been revealed, quote unquote, or have their assets in the game. We have echoes, which is going to go based on the element that they are attuned to. So freezing frost, molten rift, void thunder, Sierra gale, and celestial light. This isn't all of them. Oh, there we go. Sun sinking eclipse, rejuvenating glow, moonlit clouds, and lingering tunes. They have tacit discord and beings, so this is going to be all the mobs that you can hunt and collect their echoes for. But in general, this is just all of the monsters in Wuthering Waves. And when you go to the item page, you're going to see a whole bunch of things like EXP, premium currency, ascension material. And don't worry, guys, I'm going to leave all of these pages in the description for you to check out on your own time. We got name cards. So apparently they're going to have name cards like we do in other games. I assume this is going to be when you reach some sort of friendship level, or mayhaps when you reach a certain rank with them. And this is all the data for Encore.Moe, who founded it and where they get their data from. Next website is going to be Wanderer.moe. This is a website that I use frequently because it has stuff like portraits and icons for the characters. So you can see that you see all of these icons for the characters. I use them for thumbnails sometimes. I'll use them for assets in videos. Throw a few up on screen now. Exactly. So they also have these heads that you can use. Basically just a whole lot of assets that are nice to look at. But aside from that, it doesn't really hold much value. Wuthering.gg is our next website. And it's basically another database and wiki. It's got a map. It has all of these characters. It works a little faster than Encore.Moe, so I'm a bigger fan of this one, but there's another website later down the line that I like a lot more too. It has its own tier list where you can create your own tier list, etc., etc. I'll release a tier list of my preferred characters later down the line because I think that'll be fun. We have echoes. You've seen all this before, but this has they're all together really, and then you can sort by the Sonata effect rather than having to scroll down, which I like this a little more than the previous website. They have weapons again. This one I like a little less just because it's all also there, but you can swap between 5 stars, the weapon types over here, and you can also enter the name of it. And when you click on the weapon, it allows you to see the skill and also the about, like the flavor text of the weapon. And you can change the level. So if it was level 90, which is max, it's going to give you 587 attack and 36.45% attack up. Next website is going to be Wuthering Lab. This is where I prefer to go when I'm looking for characters. So let's go to Calcharo. So as you can see, Calcharo, they're giving you a tier list right here. He's got a build guide. He uses a broadblade and he is lightning, if I couldn't mistaken. And then it'll show you his base stats whenever he is at level 90. Level 80, it's like a slider. You get it. It updates often. They updated the kit based on version 1.0. So we have all of the little attack lists, and it also shows you the damage percentage. So this is a website that I prefer, and it also gives you their resonance chains. So basically their constellations, and it'll give you build guides for them. So what you're looking for. So Thundering Mephis, young geohide, traffic illuminator, flautist, and then violet feathered heron. And then it also gives you other things you can use. His best weapon, which is Autumn Trace, and then another 5-star weapon that can be used. Up next is going to be Stormy Waves. Stormy Waves doesn't have anything out yet, but it does give you a WuWa release countdown, which is nice to look at. 5 days, 12 hours, 32 minutes, and 31 minutes now. The next website is a Chinese website that does not have a translation, so I cannot read anything on it. But it's cool. Like you can see right here, it has some of the idle animations for the characters. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we can select which character we view the idle animations for. It gives you their Chinese voiceover artist, as well as a bit of flavor about them that I cannot read. And then obviously this is going to be their name. I assume this translates to rover, their element. And then it'll also do a bunch of like special stuff right here. So I think they're doing a giveaway here. We reached 30 million. The event that's going on right now. And then the preview for Ling Yang. And the last website I wanted to show you was an interactive map. Now, as you're going throughout the world of Wuthering Waves and you're collecting items, you're picking up all of the different resonance nexuses, the beacons, and collecting items, you're going to want a map to kind of check off where you've already been. So like if you're collecting, I think they're called Sonata, something or other. It's like a collectible that will give you more Union XP or XP for like your little gourd. That'll be something you're going to want to check off so that when you're trying to collect it all, you're not looking for it in places you've already been. It also allows you to kind of look of where's all the chests, where's all the monsters. This isn't fully updated as we are still quite a bit away from release, about 5 days. And I'm sure it's going to be updated as release happens and we get more information and we have all of our people going in being like, all right, yeah, this is where this is, checking it off, putting it in, etc., etc. That was basically everything I really wanted to talk about. Just giving you some resources so that you have the best experience going into Wuthering Waves day one. I'm really excited for Wuthering Waves, and I think this game is really going to be something special. If you enjoyed the information and you found it useful, share it with your friends. The last thing I want is for someone to not have the information they need. And in the meantime, why not subscribe? Hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.